Yo, 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 yo. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good evening. Freedom marchers, freedom family, freedom lovers, freedom fighters. Salute to y'all. Good afternoon. Snapzilla Gorillas here. And yeah, I'm on my way back to the house. Just left work. Finally got an early day. I've been having this headache since yesterday. There's some stuff going around. Queen Sister Cameron, salute to you. Yeah, we got a little bug in the house, so I ain't been feeling too well, but you know, I'm pushing through. Finally got my foreman on the job site so I can kind of pull away. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm still rocking and rolling. Queen Sister Cameron in the building. You guys need to go check out Queen Sister Cameron. She did a live stream yesterday and gave out some really great information about narcissism and all that good stuff. So yeah, y'all go check her out. Make sure you drop your link, Sister Cameron. Don't you got a premiere coming up? What time does that happen? Anyway, Walaikum Assalam, Lit House. Welcome, welcome. Please hit the like button when y'all come up and through the building. I appreciate that, Cameron. Yep. What's funny is my oldest daughter, she started her first day of class yesterday. Oh, it happened at 12:30? Oh, my bad. I was at work. You know, I was trying to get the hell up out of there, man. But when you run shit, you can't just leave. So I'll check it out though. I'll check it out. Y'all go check out Queen Sister Cameron, man. She definitely needs to build up. We need to build up her subscription count. Anyway, so yeah, the world of boxing is crazy right now, man. The world of boxing is crazy, and a lot of it has nothing to do with boxing. And it's pretty sad because there's a lot going on in boxing in regards to actual fighters in the ring that could be highlighted, but of course, you know, we got to deal with the bullshit, right? I've never seen this much bullshit going on in the sport, right? But anyway, a lot of stuff going on in regards to performance enhancing drug usage in the sport of boxing. Who's doing it? Who's not doing it? Who people believe are doing it? When in reality, there's really not much to discuss. Nothing to do with boxing. Not much to discuss when it comes to PEDs. If you pop dirty, you get punished. If you don't pop dirty, then you didn't use the performance enhancing drugs. There's no evidence to point to a person using performance enhancing drugs unless a test comes up positive. But for whatever reason, folks are running around, folks in the boxing talk world are running around launching baseless accusations, aspersions, you know, assumptions about fighters who have never popped dirty simply because they're with a particular strength and conditioning and supplement company, namely Snack. And really, it's only two fighters that people are having this campaign against: Terrence Bud Crawford and Devin Haney. Now, there are a particular group of boxing YouTubers who I now refer to as the Sassy, the sensitive Sassy squad, running around pushing this bullshit. Trill Will, salute to you. Trill Will, LDBC or nothing. Make sure y'all drop your links in the chat. Now, the sensitive Sassy squad has an agenda, right? Blue Blood refers to them as the Lollipop Gang. I love that shit. The Lollipop Gang is fucking hilarious. But I refer to them as the Sassy Sensitive Squad. Because that's exactly what they are. They're sensitive and they're sassy. And they band together to push the bullshit, believe it or not. The things that I have seen across numerous YouTube channels have led me to believe this, because apparently somebody sent some chick named 2 Cents to Champ's side channel, and it turned out that she also is a member of the Sensitive Sassy Squad. Okay? Now, some more information came out this past week on Blue Blood's channel. He got fed up, right, with the attacks, because these people are also attacking Blue Blood and Champ's side. They're attacking anyone who tries to defend Terrence Bud Crawford and Devin Haney, because simply these individuals have not been caught using PEDs. And a bit of information came out about one of these individuals as it pertains to Blue Blood and BFTB, having to do with tasting rainbows. Okay, there is some rainbow tasting going on, and because Blue Blood and BFTB don't taste the rainbow, shit just spiraled out of control from there. Now, I'm not gonna get into who it was, and y'all are probably already aware. What I want to point out is that all this shit is personal. All this shit is personal. Has nothing to do with boxing. Has nothing to do with Devin and Terrence Bud Crawford using PEDs. They don't really care about that. Like I said in the title, they don't care about performance enhancing drug usage in the sport of boxing. What they care about is defaming and slandering particular fighters, because they have a personal vendetta against them. It's simply all it is. And what they've done is they've dragged other people into the bullshit. They've dragged other people in it, right? People who really should just mind their own fucking business, right? This is my thing, man. They have come together to form the Sassy Sensitive Squad, and they go around and they do different things. They'll challenge people to debates. They'll disrespect people, right? They'll go to your channel, disrespect you, and try to convince you to go on their channel or to go somewhere and have a debate, right? And it's not just one person. I know y'all think I'm thinking about one person. No, there's also another guy. He goes by, well, Champ's side calls him Janitor Cooney. What he likes to do, he likes to talk shit about other content creators that defend these fighters, and he'll tell them to click the link, or he'll tell them to drop the link so that he can go and talk to them. What they're really trying to do is dredge up and maintain controversy to drive traffic to their channel. That's all they're doing. They are not interested in the least at truth. They're not interested in truth. They're not interested in facts and evidence at all whatsoever. I have demonstrated this, particularly with Janitor Cooney. I've demonstrated this with Knockoff Pity Pat. I've exposed their words. You know what I'm saying? I've done it with numerous channels. I've done it with Punch Dumb. I've done it with all these guys, because that's what I like to do. That I like to fact check baseless accusations and baseless information, and I like to show people the truth. AM Sports Media, I've exposed their lies as well. I don't think AM Sports Media has anything to do with the Sassy leaders' personal vendetta, but here's the problem. These people are so effective at spreading the nonsense that people, they pick it up and they run with it, and they shell out this information to their audience. And it makes boxing, it makes the sport horrible. It makes it bad, right? Queen Sister Shower, salute to you this morning. Janitor Cooney, aka fake ass Kirk Franklin. Fake ass something. Cameron Field says this is the premise of the content. Anyway, so this is the problem. This is a problem in the sport of boxing. I've talked about this numerous times. Because now fighters are participating in the folly. Former fighters are participating in the folly. They're spreading this nonsense. There is so much power in what is being done in these YouTube streets, in the Instagram streets, in the Twitter streets. I only refer to YouTube mostly because I'm not on Instagram or Twitter. So, but I see a lot of it going on right here on YouTube. What they try to do, and this is why I've been doing what I've been doing on these YouTube streets in regards to boxing. It really started, I started going hard when Boxing No-Go flipped. When Boxing No-Go is also part of the Sassy Sister Squad. And when he started spreading misinformation, I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on? But why did he start doing what he's doing? He has a personal gripe with Bill Haney. Why did Fannin do what he doing? Why did he start? Because I was watching Fannin. He was one of the first boxing YouTubers I was watching. He was one of the first, along with Champside and a couple of others. But then all of a sudden he started acting crazy. Why did he start doing what he was doing? Well, because he had a personal gripe with Bill Haney, and apparently he has a personal gripe against what's his name, Terrence Crawford. And what these people are doing with their hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers, right? Totaling up to a million, over a million. Boxing No-Go has over 300,000. Fanon has hundreds of thousands. These guys have hundreds of thousands of millions of subscribers amongst them. And they just spread these lies. They spread this misinformation. They baseless accusations, speculation, right? And it's really affecting the sport in a negative manner. And when it comes to PD usage, they don't really care about that, right? A number of people have talked about this, including Blue Blood, 7-8, everybody, Champside, BF, all these guys. They're pointing out the obvious, right? Which is that if they cared about snack, if they really thought snack was an issue in the sport, then they would not just be highlighting Devin Haney and Bud Crawford. And even with this now going around, they still don't highlight those guys. They still don't talk about them. Peace, Stephanie. Salute to you. Salute to Stephanie. Stephanie Annette. They don't talk. They're not talking about these guys, man. Even after we pointed it out, like, look, they're not talking about Canelo. They're not talking about the 7 guys, the 7 other guys on Eddie Reynoso's team. They're not talking about Ryan Garcia, right? But they want you to believe. They want you to believe. This shit is crazy as fuck to me. They want you to believe that they actually give a fuck. They want you to believe that. But when Devin was a victim of a drug cheat, they didn't give a shit. They tried to make excuses for Ryan Garcia. They stood in the pocket for Ryan Garcia. And that's including that asshat the taco hat dude, Showbiz the Man-Child. That's another guy that has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And they are basically sending a message. Hannibal, salute to you. Ortiz, Barbosa, Plant, all snack, exactly. But they're not going to talk about that. The whole goddamn everybody in Robert Garcia's stable is on snack. But no one talks about them. This is all personal. Haney and Bud bashing is very lucrative. Yes, it is. But they'll tell you they're not the faces of boxing, or at least Devin Haney, because they don't have all these pay-per-view numbers. Oh boy. It's very lucrative to push this message. It's always something, right? It's always something. Devin's a duck. Devin's this. Devin's that. Now he's a drug cheat. A drug cheat with pillow fists and a weak chin, according to them. How stupid do they think people are? They think people are very stupid, and they would be right, because most people are stupid. Let's just be honest about that. God damn. What is you doing, Pippin? What is you doing? No. These goddamn trucks, man. Anyway. So the bottom line is, most people are stupid, man. That's just reality. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but goddamn it, I'd like to think my common sense level is a little bit above average. And I just don't understand it. You know what? It's not really that people are stupid, it's more, so to speak. It's a lot to do with laziness. It's a lot to do with laziness. There is a thing called, and Queen's sister Cameron, you could probably confirm this or not, cult of personality disorder. Cult of personality disorder. That is a real thing. Now, with cult of personality disorder, people attach themselves to a personality, right? They think that they believe is the shit, right? Someone with charisma, someone who knows how to speak, they got the gift of gab, they know how to sell you a dream, and they come out here and they get on their soapbox and they convince people that what they're saying is the truth, based on like their looks, their charisma, how they present themselves, you know, how many people gravitate toward them. And it's like a Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump understands a cult of personality disorder. When he said that he could shoot somebody to death on 5th Avenue and people will still vote for him. That is a result of cult of personality disorder. This is what happens when your favorite YouTuber, not your favorite YouTuber, but when these YouTubers are out there and they're saying whatever, and they can just say whatever and nobody checks them. Like, nobody fact checks them. Nobody goes and does their own research. They just go ahead and roll with it. They don't even have to build up a level of trust first. Right? Like, okay, this guy's been right on the money 9 times out of 10. He's been telling us the truth. I can kind of relax a little bit. I've gained a little trust in these individuals. But no, these people are, when they start on that bullshit and they get to lying and they get to putting false information out there and they're doing all these things, it's like they don't stop. So they at this point, well, if people are presenting you with the truth and it goes against the bullshit, when people present you with the motive, with the motivation behind their actions, people still choose to rock with them. I mean, I don't understand it. You know, I gave you guys my position on that. Once you say some shit that I feel demonstrates that you lack integrity, that I'm pretty much, that's it. That's a wrap for me. I mean, you would really have to come back and like, there had to be some level of redemption that you have to go through. And most people don't care about that, right? Most people don't care about that. They go with what works for them, right? So if shitting on Devin works and it brings them views and clicks, if shitting on Bud works and it brings them views and clicks, they have no interest in trying to retain followers and subscribers that actually care about who they support, right? They have some level of there's a bar there. There is, you know, you have your reasons, right? What's the word for it? Something that I need, standards. So the few subscribers that have standards around who they support, they don't care about losing them. Yes, Queen Sister Cameron, they are delusional. There is a level of delusion involved. But in my opinion, listen, we're giving these people too much credit. They are delusional. Absolutely. Motown 909, salute to you. Salute to Sugar Free Mars in the building. These people, they are delusional. Right? They're delusional. But more so, they are malicious. A lot of this shit is malicious. Because delusion, I mean, that, in my opinion, that pertains to those who, they really believe they're bullshit. Right? But the people, these individuals, they know what they're doing. They know what they're saying. They know that the information they're putting out there is complete bullshit. But they're doing it anyway. The delusion is to believe that they can get away with it without somebody checking them. When you check them, and when you present evidence in the contrary, that's when the delusion begins. Because they're like, nah, I don't care what you're showing me. What I'm showing you is the solid 100% truth. Like when I exposed Janitor Cooney for lying about Vada, when he lied about Devin not being enrolled, not being enrolled in 24/7, 365 testing. He told a blatant lie. Do you think he cares if anybody comes with the real information? Because, I mean, listen, the guy, he had every opportunity to check what he was putting out there, but he decided to run with what he wanted to run with. Yo, that shit was crazy, man. But these guys out here, man, it's all personal. They have a personal gripe with the Haneys, with Bud, and any YouTuber that supports them or is close to these individuals. Like members of the LDBC. They have a personal, like, just listen to the stories. Go back in the last week. Go back the last week or so. Right? And it all comes out. These stories have been told numerous times. And it's like, it doesn't matter what the truth is, y'all. It doesn't matter what the truth is. That dude Fernandez, whatever the hell his name is, the last dude to Eddie Reynoso's camp, they let the dude get away with it. They said, nah, we're not going to punish him. It was an accident. This guy told them that it was an accident, and they believed him, and they're not going to suspend him. They're going to allow him to continue fighting. Why do you think this is? What happened to Jaime Munguia? Have they punished him yet? Have they laid down any level of consequence for Jaime Munguia? The dude popped dirty for testosterone. Where's the outrage? Where's the outrage at? Where are all these channels pushing and pushing and pushing for these guys to be investigated, for them to be punished? Say what? They still have Jaime Munguia as the winner? Insidious. See? No one's talking about that. No one is going to, they're not going to talk about it. They don't care. Shit is wild, man. And it's all because they have a personal gripe against two fighters. Two fighters they have a personal gripe with that never popped dirty, with no evidence of any impropriety, of anything. They have nothing. They got nothing. What they do is they grasp at straws. They grab the lowest hanging fruit. Oh, look, they got the date. Victor Conte got the date wrong on Terrence Crawford's test. Oh, I don't see Terrence Crawford on the Nevada website. That means that either he never tested or he popped dirty. That type of shit. But we have guys, and there's solid evidence of these dudes popping dirty. Nothing. We have solid evidence of these organizations being as lenient as possible on these dirty ass fighters, and no one's covering it. No one that, I mean, the usual suspects are covering it, but not those guys. It's wild work. So yeah, it's all personal, y'all. It's all personal, and this is their mission. Their mission is to devalue and to shed some type of negative light on these fighters and anybody that support these fighters, particularly like members of the LDBC and others. Salute to Stephen X. That's what they're here for. The Sassy Sensitive Squad is here to ruin the sport of boxing for good, because they have an agenda against the fighter, and it gets them clicks and views. It's simple. It gets them to the mountaintop. Look where Showbiz the Man-Child's defense of Ryan Garcia got him. A DAZN deal. It's rewarding. It's rewarding to be on the wrong side of history in the sport of boxing. And so that's what we got. And that's what we got to deal with. And I am going to continue to do my best to shed light on it and to mitigate it. But as of right now, y'all, salute to Thank Father. Salute to Jonathan Simon. Salute to y'all. I'm going to get off this thing, man. Y'all go ahead and Queen Sister Showers live right now. Y'all go check out her live. She's going to be talking about upcoming fights. Yeah, so go in there. I wish she was still... Well, if you click on her name, you guys can go check her channel out. And she's doing a live stream right now. So y'all go check her out. I think I have made my point very clear. These guys are out with an agenda that's based on hatred. The bottom line to it. And hatred is not the opposite of love, y'all. It's not the opposite of love. It's disguised love. It's angry love. That's what hate is. The opposite of love is indifference. If they were simply indifferent of Devin Haney and Bud Crawford, they wouldn't be doing all this. This is all hate. Anyway, guys, go check out Shower. Much love, like, share, subscribe, and we're going to keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace.